have the Fool in the middle. Starting something new. We have Temperance starting out, which talks about patience, balance. Harmonious relationship, toxicity, toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. So I think that someone is coming out of a toxic relationship, and when that happens, you have to have patience with yourself, because change can happen fast, but if it is conscious change, right, like you're on the path to doing something new, you have to be patient with yourself in being the Fool. Everyone wants to be an expert right away, and that doesn't happen. We have Justice. Learning how to balance. We have two balancing cards with Justice and Temperance coming out. Balancing what you know in your heart versus what you see can be two different things. Sometimes when you are surrounded by the wrong people, society could have one viewpoint, or the group that you're in, for instance, could have one point of view, and it could be the wrong point of view. But since everyone, or the majority of people, are thinking and doing something, it almost makes it seem like it's confirming that that is the right thing to do, if that makes sense. But if you are someone who is an individual and listens to yourself instead of others, you can still remain trustworthy in your gut, your intuition, and know that you're not in the right place, and all this other stuff around you is toxic. Even though there's a lot of flying monkeys, there's a lot of enablers, right? We have around winter. It's usually, it could be a season, but it could also be the vibe of the season, which is death, renewal, right? The end of an era. So I'm thinking that someone came out of a toxic relationship, or in the end of some type of era where you were always attracted to or attracting in toxic people. And now you're starting over again because you want something new. You want a soulmate. You want people around you, even if it's not romantically involved, that are good for your soul and your well-being and your health. What's up with this relationship? Heartstrings, mind games, taking advantage, playing feelings, stringing along. This is about toxicity again. Someone that was playing mind games with you, someone that was making you feel unsure, right? They could be gaslighting your feelings and being like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're even talking about, right? Those types of people. What else? Keen vision, sharpening your vision. As you sharpen your focus, the course ahead becomes clear. When you start to listen to yourself, no matter how many people around you are telling you something else, you have to realize in your gut, am I in the right place? And if you keep saying to yourself, I am not in the right place, this is not my people, this is not my vibe, this is not my tribe, you have to listen to yourself, even if you have no one else to back you up. You have to know when to leave a room. And that's all about starting over again, putting a death to old things. I wouldn't be surprised if the death card comes out. So what is this new adventure that you want to go on? We have the Three of Wands coming out, which talks about going forward in your new plans. We have the Moon, which is about feelings, intuition, and we have the Four of Wands, which is about new community and marriage. Like I was just saying about community, it doesn't matter how many enablers there are in a toxic community. It could almost make you feel like you're the one going crazy when everyone else is acting toxic and enabling that behavior. You are coming to realize that sometimes you are different, and that doesn't mean that it's bad. Sometimes if your consciousness is telling you you're in the wrong place, you should leave, and it's nagging at you to start over, or leave a scenario, leave something behind, leave toxicity in the garbage dump where it belongs. You give yourself a chance to meet new people, put yourself in new groups, and learn after you're in a positive group how terrible you actually were in the past group. This is all about new community, being fair, right? It's a community that is fair playing. They're playing fair. They're not cheating. They're not being toxic. They're not competing against one another. They're not setting each other up for failure, right? There's no lying and cheating involved, right? So even if you are the only one in this past group that you felt that, you know, things are not right here. Everyone's gaslighting each other. Everyone's fake. Everyone's acting shady or bitchy. It's up to you to leave. And you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. The only person that matters at the end of the day is you and how you feel. If you can sleep well at night knowing that you're making the right decisions, you are on the right path. If you have anxiety and insomnia and you can't sleep at night because something is nagging at you, you have to realize that there's something obviously wrong. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is all about working together. So this could be a work scenario. Maybe you're in a job where you know that it's toxic. You know it's toxic, like with this clear, keen vision, right? You know it. And now you just have to plan to get out of it, because toxicity drains you. It's a demonic force that ciphers your energy and your heart and soul. And no one can withstand that forever. You will get sick. You will become angry. You will have all these other things happen to you that are negative, because there's actual energy vampires siphoning your energy. They're taking your identity. They're setting you up for failure. They're excluding you on purpose, right? A competitive workforce where there's toxic employees, the worst thing for your health. It's the worst thing for your health. So I think that you're learning to realize that whatever is bothering you, whatever your gut is telling you, listen to it and move on. You are moving on with the Three of Wands here.